Hi, I'm Sarah Easter. I handle divorce and family law at the McKellar Law Firm. Today I thought I'd give you the top 5 frequently asked questions that I get on a normal, regular basis about divorce. So the first question people ask me is, how long does a divorce take? And normally it can last between 2 and 3 months if it's an agreed divorce, or if it's a contested divorce, then it can last from 6 months to over a year. Now, the second most frequently asked question is, what is the difference between an agreed and contested divorce? So an agreed divorce is when the parties come to see me and they already have an agreement on all of their assets and debts as far as how they want to divide those, and if they have minor children, what kind of co-parenting schedule they want to use. A contested divorce is necessary when the parties do not have an agreement up front, and we have to file litigation to initiate the lawsuit and then work out a settlement hopefully on the back end, or if we can't, then we go to trial. The third question I get a lot is, what is mediation? Now, if you have an agreed divorce, mediation will not be necessary because you already have a settlement. If you have a contested divorce, you'll be required to attend mediation before you go to trial. Mediation is just an informal settlement conference where a neutral third-party mediator comes and helps you facilitate a settlement, and of course your attorneys are there as well. Now, the next question I get often is, what happens to my health insurance after the divorce? So if you're covered on your spouse's health insurance, then unless you elect to have COBRA, or unless you can get coverage through your employer or another source, then your coverage will end on the date of divorce. So the final and fifth most frequently asked question is, how does child support work? So child support is calculated based on a formula that our legislature puts out. Now, the factors that go into that formula include each party's gross monthly income, daycare costs, health insurance costs, number of days out of the year that each parent has the children, and that has to be a 12-hour period, and then whether either party has other children outside of the marriage. And all of those factors go into a formula, and based on the discrepancy in income and the difference in the number of days, there will be an end result obligation that one party or the other has to pay. Lots of people wonder what mediation is, and I'd like to give you just a quick primer on how the process works. Mediation allows the parties to make their own decisions. So if you go to trial, a judge is going to decide for you the resolution of your case. But if you go to mediation with the help of the mediator, you create your own settlement. Now, mediation is confidential, meaning that the third-party neutral mediator cannot be called to court to testify. Nothing that you say at mediation can be used in court, and so that way you don't lose anything by making offers or trying to work out creative solutions for yourself. Now, the other thing about mediation is that it's less expensive and less time-consuming than going to court. If you have a contested divorce or litigating custody, that could take several months to a year to get a trial in a court of law. And that's not counting the time and expense it takes to actually get ready to proceed with the trial. So if you go to mediation, that can take as little as 3 to 4 hours. It can be scheduled in as little as 30 to 60 days. And at the end of that 3 to 4 hours, you can have a full and final settlement that will be forwarded to the court and that will be enforceable after the fact. The types of cases that mediation is used for can range from divorce, both agreed and contested. If you think that you can have an agreed divorce, but you may have some issues that you need to work out that you think can be settled, then you can attend mediation to avoid having to file a contested divorce. If you already are in a contested divorce, mediation is required before you have to go to trial, before the court will even give you a trial date. And that way you can try to settle the case on your own. The other kind of case that mediation can be used for is in juvenile court. If you have custody issues, if you are the parent of a child that you were never married to the other parent, or if you're a grandparent trying to get custody of a juvenile that is not being cared for, you can use mediation to come up with a parenting plan that will address all the different parties' needs. So if you have additional questions, just give me a call at 566-0125 and I'll be happy to discuss any specifics that you need to talk about.